Okay, so good day everyone. So our last topic for this sem is about peace education. But before we proceed to that topic, so syempre, we already know what is peace. But then sabi ko nga is, how are we going to apply this or to internalize it? Kasi in NSTP, we have different language. No? Nagdidig tayo into different meaning of anything na pag-aaralan natin. Like, for today, it's about peace or in Tagalog, kapayapaan. Ano ba yung kapayapaan para sa akin? Para sa aking kapwa, for everyone. At paano ma-achieve to within or sa ating mundo? Within us, sa ating kapwa, or particularly, paano to ma-achieve ng ating sandaigdigan or ng ating mundo? Okay, so, as according to Mother Teresa, no, sabi daw, we do not need guns and bombs to bring peace. We need love and compassion. So basically, ang tinuturo lang dyan is karugtong ng kapayapaan ang pagmamahalan. And of course, syempre, kung paano tayo nahabag, naawa sa ating kapwa. Hindi natin matin yung sinasabing kapayapaan na yan. Kung papairalan natin yung tapang lang na walang kasamang pagmamahal, tapang lang na walang kasamang pangunawa sa kapwa. So basically, sa mundong ito, ang kailangan natin is sabihin natin na lahat tayo nag-i-aim na maging successful someday, no? All of you. The reason why nag-aaral nga kayo, nag-aaral tayo, and Ma'am Mabel continues na nag-aaral, patuloy nag-aaral. Ang lang natin, aim natin is maging fruitful tayo dito sa mundong ito. Paano magiging fruitful? Pag naging fruitful tayo, automatically, feeling natin magiging, yun ang katuparan ng success in life. But you know what? The real meaning of success is happiness. And yun happiness na sinasabi ni Ma'am Mabel, ma-achieve natin if we have peace, inner peace, particularly, and ma-achieve natin if we have love and compassion to others. Okay, to begin with, let us define first what is the meaning of peace education, since this is our last topic for this sem. So sa dinami-dami natin pinag-aralan, eto pa rin, pabagsak tayo sa pinaka-importante na tinuturo sa NSTP, which is the peace education. Natatandaan natin ang core values ng NSTP. We have maka-Diyos, maka-tao, maka-kalikasan, at maka-bansa. Diba? So, peace education is very important to this NSTP, to our NSTP CWTS. Para na sa ganun, mas ma-achieve natin yung pagiging maka-Diyos, maka-tao, maka-kalikasan, at maka-bansa. Okay, so dissect natin yung peace education. First one, education comes from the Latin word educare, which means to lead out or to draw. So, peace education draws from people, their instinct to live peacefully with others and emphasize peaceful values upon which society should be based. Ibig sabihin, mapayapang pamumuhay. Kung saan, di ba, yung mga makasama natin is payapa tayong naninirahan doon. Okay, but then the problem is paano natin ma-achieve yun, later on. Peace education is a process of acquiring the values para magkaroon ng peace, knowledge, and developing attitudes, skills, and behavior to live in harmony with oneself, with others, with natural environment. So, tatlo, So, ang focus natin is magkaroon ng kapayapaan o mapayapa sa ating sarili o kapayapaan sa sarili natin, sa ating kapwa, and of course, kung saan tayo nakatira sa ating inang kalikasan. Kung saan tayo kumukuha ng kabuhayan, So, para natin ma-acquire yun, kailangan meron tayong maayos na pag-iisip. We have the knowledge, developing magandang attitude, skills, and behavior kung paano natin ma-harmonize o mapapanatili yung kaayusan ng tatlong iyon. Okay. So, define din natin ang peace within economics, politics, anti-military, law, and social harmony. For economics, peace is eradication of poverty. It is economic well-being of people. Yeah, sa Pilipinas, sa ating bansa, it's too hard to eradicate poverty. Definitely. Kaya lang may solusyon dyan. Lalo na very timely, napapanahon na eto, nalalapit na election. We have to choose wisely, We have to vote wisely. Mamaya, marirealize nyo bakit, Sabi kasi, poverty. So, tingnan natin yung mga bansa na very less ang crime. Usually, those bansa na mayayaman, those bansa na hindi kabilang sa mga mahihirap na bansa. Ba? So, like Japan, very minimal, less yung crime rate doon. Why? Kasi sabi nga ng mga matatanda nung araw, basta't mapayapa ang kanilang kalooban, payapa ang kanilang buhay, basta't may nakaayon sa hapagkainan, may napapakain sa kanilang mga anak, na ibibigay ang kanilang pangangailangan, at merong maganda at maayos na natitirahan. So, automatically, pamumuhay, Pag may maayos na pamumuhay, may payapang kalooban, mapayapa ang ating magiging pamumuhay. Basta't magiging maayos ang ating kabuhayan. Then, next one, syempre, karugtong dyan is politics. Sabi dyan, politics, peace is the outcome of democracy. Peace result from good governance. That is the reason why, sinasabi kong kanina, dapat maayos tayo mamili ng ating mga future leader. Anyway, sabi nga ni ma'am, tayo din kasi mga Pilipino may kasalanan kung bakit tayo nahihirapan somehow. We have the freedom to choose, democratic country, to choose our leader. But then, what's the problem with us, guys? We choose the wrong people that will lead us. Paano? Pinipili natin yung mga leader na unahin ang kanilang sarili. Pinili natin or pipiliin natin yung mga leader na dollar, bibigay lang tayo ng pera and then we will vote for them. And then hindi natin alam kung anong magiging implication noon sa mga susunod na panahon. Sabi ko nga, ang bansang payapa, less ang crime rate, basta't hindi, yun yung mga bansa na hindi masyadong mahirap. Yun yung mga bansa na matataas ang antas ng mga taong naninirahan doon. Kahit pa paano, meron silang kabuhayan. At mangyayari yan, mga anak, kung pipili tayo ng maayos na leader. Yung hindi corrupt, yung hindi nanakawin yung kabuhayan ng ating bayan. See? Okay, I hope gawin natin. Sabi ko nga, we're not that perfect. Yung generation namin, may mga pagkakamali. The reason why, nandito nga si NSTP, alam ko naman na mas iba yung level ng mga kabataan ngayon. Mas mulat. Mas mulat. And then, I hope, hindi yung mga kabataang na dinadaan sa gulon lahat. Kasi, mababaliwala mababaliwala lahat. Ang hirap na nababaliwala yung level of understanding pagka dinadaan natin sa hindi maayos na pamamaraan na paglaban, Magiging maayos yan if we choose the right one, Yun hindi ko rakot. Yun aayusin yung mga resources ng ating bansa. Aayusin yung mga buwis na binabayad ng mga taong naninirahan sa ating bansa. Ilalagay dapat sa education, sa mga pangangailangan nating mga tao. Yung pantay-pantay. Sabi dyan, and then karugtong din yan, anti-military, stop war and peace, and there is peace. Sabi nga is, lahat naman ng bagay na kukuha sa magandang usapan. So, yeah, somehow, I'm very obvious na, bansa natin, sobrang naabuso na, sinasakop na tayo ng China, etc. Pero, kung hindi talaga kung hindi pa rin natin, kaya ba natin, kung hindi natin dadaanin sa maayos na usapan, what will happen kung talaga nagkaroon na ng gera? Imagine mo, instead na natutulog tayo ng payapa, andun andun yung kaba natin, wala tayong kapayapaan sa buhay pagka during the time of war. Why? Kasi anytime, pwede may bumagsak na lang na bomba habang natutulog kasi yung tahanan. See that? Kaya ba natin mga Pilipino yun? So hanggat maaari, madaan muna sa maayos na usapan. But then, syempre, hindi rin naman tayo ganun papaapi dahil sa pagkasin sobra naman din pang-api sa atin, automatically is mas lalo tayong abusuhin, mas lalo tayong kakayan-kayanin. But then, merong proper forum para pag-usapan yung mga yan. Na hindi talaga hindi talaga mapupunta sa gera or na tayo di mga mamamayang Pilipino ang lubos na maapektuhan, na tayo di mga mamamayang Pilipino ang magiging kawawa. Okay, next one we have karugtong dyan is peace is law and order. The reason why mapakalaga yung law, batas na dapat sundin, rules and regulation. Example nga lang, di ba? Very basic yung sa traffic regulation. Imagine niyo kung hindi tayo maayos na sumusunod doon, magiging maayos ba yung daloy o payapa ba yung daloy ng trapiko? Sa school, kung wala tayong law na dapat sundin, so what will happen to us? Magkakagulo, hindi magiging harmonious ang relationship natin with one another. Wala tayong dapat susundin or what? Tayo ba dapat masusunod? So kung may order, kung may law na dapat sundin, automatically magdadala sa atin yan na kapayapaan. Kasi doon tayo dapat sumunod Okay? And then social harmony, resolve conflict between diverse group, integrate group, as such group together through their fair distribution of justice. Fair distribution of justice. Dapat, including sa ating bansa, dapat walang kinikilingan. But you just imagine, basic na lang sa family, sa family. So magiging maayos ba pag halimbawa mga magulang natin may favoritism or mas halimbawa isang kapatid natin laging nagkakamali, tapos siya na mali, siya pa rin ang papaboran? Of course not, anak. So basically, dapat fair yung pagtingin o fair yung distribution of justice even sa bahay natin. Dapat patas lang na sa ganun marisolban conflict, hindi magkakainggitan, maiwasan natin yung magkasakitan, maiwasan natin yung tampuhan, mas mapanatili yung pagmamahalan at pagbibigayan. Kasi patas lang dapat patas ka nga. Okay, let's continue. So the word peace is mostly used in a narrow sense to mean absence of war. It should mean not only absence of war, but violence in all such as conflict, threat to life, social degradation, discrimination, oppression, exploitation, poverty, injustice, and so on. Peace cannot be built as long as violent social structure exists in society. So pagkalimbawa sa lugar lang natin, pagka andyan magulo, very violent yung place natin, maraming violenteng tao, of course cannot exist. Tumira sa lugar na paglabas mo, ang bahay nyo andyan na nagsisigawan, andyan na nagsasaksakan. Ikaw ba at peace ka ba noon? So automatically that will lead you threats sa buhay mo, agam din. So naturally, such structure will lead people to act violently. For instance, an unfair system of resources distribution in a society lead to frustration, those who get less. Diba? Sabi ko nga kanina, bakit ba sa bansang ganun, particularly in Japan, bakit parang less ang crime rate kumpara sa atin? Kasi hindi sila nagugutom. Could you just imagine? Nung panahon namin, hinahayaan kami ng mga magulang namin. Somehow, hinahayaan kami ng mga magulang namin na maglaro pa sa labas. But then ngayon, we cannot do that. Kasi automatically, ang dami-daming nawawala, including kabataan, middle age, and including na rin yung mga katandaan. Ang takot, kasi sa sobrang hirap ng bayan natin, marami nang gumagawa ng masama na ultimately yung mga taong nananahimik, kikidnapin, sinasabi, kukuhanin yung mga laman ng loob din, ibebenta. Para rin sa ganun, magkaroon ng kabuhayan. Karoon ng pera. Diba? Na kanilang ikakabuhay naman para sa pamilya nila. Okay, so ang ibig kong sabihin, dahil sa sobrang hirap, gumagawa na ng lahat ng paraan, even nakakasama na sa kapwa, even krimen na gagawin na sa ganun, mabuhay lang. Kaya nga sabi, frustration lead people to violence. Absence of all such unhelpful factor to a good life can be called negative peace. Kakain ka lang, but then nakagawa ka naman ng masama ng kapwa mo. It's negative peace. Okay. And even halimbawa, basic sa katrabaho, no? Basta ma-promote lang ako, masiraan ko siya, okay lang. Na-achieve mo nga yung bagay na yun, but then, are you at peace? Okay. We can never make peace in outer world until we make peace within ourselves. Very basic, no? So, magagawa lang natin if we have what's so-called inner peace. Sa sarili muna natin, no? Kailangan payapa. Kailangan we love peace. We love to love. We have our compassion. And of course, syempre, compassion hindi lang muna sa kapwa mo, and even sa sarili mo. Do not do those things, such things na hindi mo naman gusto. Hindi ka mapapayapa. Kahit anong trabaho mo, once na nilagyan mo ng pagmamahal, once na masaya ka sa ginagawa mo, and that is success, and that will give you peace. Kasi andun ang presence ng love, compassion, and happiness. That is peace. Okay, yeah, kaya nga sinabi ni Mami Bell, presence of happiness, health, content, and good economy, social justice, freedom for expression, creativity, support for personal growth at all levels are element of peace. It could be named positive peace. Once you have it all, no, it is also called positive peace. Kaya nga sabi ko kanina, di ba? Yung totoo, ang gusto natin, lahat maging successful. Magiging successful tayo if there's a presence of happiness. Contentment, no? Minsan kasi hindi tayo makontento sa mga bagay. So, hindi ka rin at peace. At ang pinakamahalagang kayamanan is health. No? Wala ka lang sakit, no? At peace ka. Imagine mo if you have sakit, halimbawa masakit ng cancer. So, mapapayapa ka ba? Lagi kang may agam-agam. What will happen next? What will happen next? But then, kahit naman meron ka no, ang pinakamahalaga dyan sa lahat, if you have God or God within yourself, that's the source of all of these elements of peace, no? God. Kung nasa puso mo si Lord, automatically, magiging peace ka. Peaceful ka. Hindi ka madaling maghalit kasi, di ba, it created us na kawangis niya. Sa ibig sabihin, pagkawangis niya, the way, ang puso natin dapat malinis. But then is, napakabait niya dahil sobrang kawangis niya, binigyan rin tayo ng kakayahang mag-isip. Pag nag-isip tayo, makapamili ng mga bagay na gusto natin, no? But then, you have to choose kung ano din talaga yung naaayon sa kanya. But then, nasa kamay mo na yun, mga anak, no? Doing goods, lahat ng kabutihan, automatically, that will lead you to peace. And always, pag halimbawa parang pakiramdam natin na medyo, tama pa ba itong ginagawa natin? Ako confused na tayo. Always ask His guidance. Ask the guidance of the Holy Spirit. You pray. Doon mo mararamdaman ang inner peace. Okay. So, for the basic source of peace, ayan, kaya sinabi ko kanina, we have the inner peace, social peace, and peace with nature. No? Sabi ko dyan, pinakamataas inner peace, that is triangle, no? So, ang pinakamahirap, kagaya na sinabi ko, ang pinakamahirap na kalabanin ay ang sarili mo. Paano mo siya kakalabanin? Yung pag napipilitan ka na lang gawin ng isang bagay na hindi mo gusto, but then you have to do that. Automatically, kalaban mo ang sarili mo. Automatically, wala kang kapayapaan. So, gagawin natin yung bagay na gusto natin for as long din na hindi ito makakaapekto sa ating kapwa. na hindi ito magbibigay ng damage or sakit sa ating kapwa. Diba? Kasi, hindi rin ikaw mapapayapa kung alam mo meron kang nasasaktan ibang tao. Halimbawa po, sometimes may mga sitwasyon tayo na sobra na ako na-degrade, sobra na ako natapakan, sobra na ako nahihirapan. So, I have to tell this, sabi ko, kasi laging, you have to talk to the people around you in a nice way. Wherein, hindi pa rin bababa yung pagkatao mo or bababa. Paano po kung nangyari na? Nangyari na po na talagang nasaktan ako, so hindi ko na na-control ang sarili ko, nakapagsalita na ako ng hindi maganda. So, syempre, yung kapwa ko nasaktan na rin sa sinabi ko, etc. And so, meron naman way, no? Yung time will heal the wound. Another one is, you have to forgive first yourself and ask for the forgiveness. Pag po hindi in-accept. Also, kung napatawad mo na sarili mo, napatawad mo yung kapwa mo, humingi ka rin ng tawad sa kapwa mo, automatically, that's not your problem anymore. That's their problem. Social peace, at least, sa paningin mo sa kanila, at peace ka na. Sila na lang yun may problema. Anyway naman, nature ng tao na pagka talagang maayos naman na ginagawa mo, lalo na sa trabaho mo, pag alam mo yung trabaho mo, hindi ka mapapahama. Definitely. So, halimbawa, in the near future, magtatrabaho kayo, alamin mo yung trabaho mo. Pagka alam mo yung trabaho mo, walang tao man na, o wala kang katrabaho makakaaway. And you know how to help other people, no? Kasi, ang pinakamahirap kasi is maging totally dependent ka with others. Pagka, ibig sabihin nun, hindi mo nagagawa ng maayos ang trabaho mo. If you know how to do it, what to do sa trabaho mo, etc., automatically, magiging socially peace ka. Okay? And also to your environment. Ito, peace with the nature. Peace with the nature pa naman. So, lagi nating iisipin, anak, no? Ito na, yung kanginang sinasabi ko, the law of karma. Diba, from the very beginning, nagklase tayo dati about environment. There's a law, sinasabi ko lang, the law of karma. Kung basurang tinapan mo, babalik at balik din sa'yo. Lahat ng ginagawa mo dito sa mundo, mapamabuti, mapamasama, good and bad, automatically, babalik at babalik din sa'yo. Peace with the nature, ma-achieve natin. Bakit kailangan natin yan? Sa basic need of peace. Diba? Could you just imagine, no? Balik ta rin natin. Good. If you plant tree, kung hindi ka iayos may pagtatapon ng basura mo, mamahalin natin yung nature natin, hindi tayo magiging dahilan or sanhin ng pollution sa ating inang kalikasan. Ano yung good karma niyan? Diba? Tayo din ang magbe-benefits, tayong mga taong naninirahan doon, tayong naninirahan sa mundo, at hindi lang yun, masusustain pa natin siya. Like me, no? Like your mother, no? Sobrang mapagmahal sa anak. Pagmahal mo yung anak mo, hindi lang yung future niya na material or academic ang ibibigay mo sa kanya. And even the surrounding environment, dapat maibibigay din ng maayos sa kanila. Maayos na tirahan, maayos na, at pinakamaganda is maayos na kalikasan, kasi yan, sustainable yan pagka maayos ang kalikasan bibigay natin. Even sa susunod na generation sa kanila, yung anak ng anak ng anak na nandun din naman talaga yung pagmamahal dahil kadugo. Excuse me, ano? So, automatically, sila ang magbe-benefits din nun. Which is, diba, achievement. That is another success. Success na magbibigay ng happiness, and that is peace. No? So, isa-isa pa dito. Inner peace is peace with self. One whose mind remain calm in the middle of sorrow, whose thirst for pleasure has altogether disappeared, and who is free from passion, fear, and anger is said to have achieved inner peace. For example, harmony and peace with oneself, good health, absence of inner conflict, joy, sense of freedom, insight is spiritual peace, feeling of kindness, compassion, and content appreciation of art. That is peace. Ito yung dapat tagline mo. So, sabi ko nga, again and again ulitin ko, napakahirap ng kalaban ng sarili natin. But then, kung mismo sarili mo, kasundo mo, tanggap mo sarili mo, kilala mo ang sarili mo, alam mo yung magpapasaya sa'yo. And then, alam mo i-handle yung mga problem na na-encounter mo. Actually, yung problem, andyan lang talaga kasi, diba, sabi ko, social, diba? Maski sa pamilya, within a family, we have iba-ibang ugali ng bawat miyembro ng pamilya. The real things para magkasundo or mapanatili ang harmony within the family is tanggapan ng ugali ng bawat isa. Diba? Okay, matatanggap mo yan kung halimbawa you have the acceptance din sa sarili mo, sa ugali mo. Ganun siya. Ganito ako. Okay lang, no? So, somehow, dapat may bigayan. At makukuha mo yan kung halimbawa i-avoid mo yung pagiging makasarili. Tingnan mo, wala dyan yung selfishness. Diba? Ma-achieve mo yung peace with oneself. Sabi ko nga kanina, once na ginagawa mo yung bagay na magpapasaya sa'yo na hindi kailangan mang-apak ng kapwa nang walang masasaktan iba. At magagawa mo lang yan din if you have your kindness within yourself, if you have love within yourself. Kasi pagka puno tayo nun, nag-overflow yan. Pwede natin yan i-share sa iba, sa ating kapwa. Okay? Next natin, social peace. Social peace is learning to live together. For example, peace between man and man, harmony arising from human relationship at all levels, conflict, compromise, and resolution, love, friendship, unity, mutual understanding, acceptance, cooperation, brotherhood, tolerance of differences, kagaya na sinabi ko kanina, democracy, community building, human rights, and morality. Ma'am, how to avoid conflict with my friend, ganyan. Basically talaga, open communication, acceptance. You have to accept them kung ano sila. And syempre, vice versa. Mutual understanding yan. Dapat ganun din. Hindi pwede kasi na ikaw lang nang ikaw ang nag-adjust. Dapat pantay kayo. And doon, mamimaintain natin yung harmony within the relationship. Bigayan. Which is basically, alam nyo naman din, sa kabataan, lalo na ngayon, mas conscious yung mga kabataan regarding sa attitude ng bawat nakakasalamuhan nila. Okay. Sabi dyan, planet is the cradle of human civilization. Symbolically, she is the Mother Earth. Peace with nature implies stopping the violation of her dignity through environmental and ecological degradation, exploitation, example, harmony with natural environment and Mother Earth. Like what I said before, so, kailangan natin gantihan ng kabutihan, ng ginagawang kabutihan ng ating Mother Earth. Siya yung nagbibigay ng hangin, maayos na hangin. Sa kanya tayo nakatira, no? Sa kanya tayo namumuhay. Magandang tanawin. Actually, sinabi ko nga, diba, sa environment discussion, mas kailangan natin siya. Si Mother Earth. Kasi kailangan niya tayo. Kasi kaya nilang mamuhay, no? Ecological system. But then, anong ginagawa natin mga nangangailangan sa Mother Earth? Mas inaabuso natin sila. Mas kinukuha na, mas inaabuso natin yung mga bagay na kaya niyang i-produce. No? Hindi tayo nagbibigay. Kaya sabi ko nga, what if hindi tayo magtanim ng puno? Putulin lang ng putulin ng puno. Sa mga susunod na generation ba, kilala pa ba yung mga punong ganito? Ganyan. What if wala ng puno na talagang susulpot dahil hindi naman tayo nagtanim? Dahil sobrang nating naabuso. Sa palagay nyo, yung susunod na generation, alam pa kaya yung meaning ng puno kung hindi naman nila nakita? Baka hanggang sa libro na lang rin nakikita yon. I hope hindi mangyari yun, no? So, sabi ko nga, there's always a law of karma. Gawin natin ng mabuti. Gumawa tayo ng mabuti sa ating inang kalikasan na sa ganon, mas madoble yung bibigay sa atin ng inang kalikasan or mas mapanatili natin yung kagandahan ng inang kalikasan. Ang magbe-benefits din is tayo mga nakatira doon. Okay. Peace is the behavior that encourage harmony in the way people talk, listen, interact with each other, and discourage action to hurt, harm, or destroy each other. Yan ang sinasabi ko kanina. Sometimes we cannot avoid those situations na talagang sabi natin na magdadala sa atin into conflict, lalo na kung ang subject ay tayo, lalo na kung natatapakan na yung pagkatao natin. So, the problem now is how are you going to deal with that? No? Paano tayo makipag-deal sa ganong sitwasyon? To avoid conflict. Open communication, talaga. No? But then, paano naman kung nandun ka na sa sitwasyon that you cannot handle talaga yung anger mo, yung galit mo, and then you hurt people? Remember, we have the power to destroy, but we also have the power para ayusin yung lahat ng bagay. Even though meron self-healing process yung mga bagay-bagay, so mas maganda na nga na huwag na lang gawin. Pero pag nandun na, number 1 is pagpapakumbaba. No. But then, if those people cannot accept those things, yung pagkababaan mo, sabi ko nga, again and again, that's not your problem anymore. It's their problem. Ang mahalaga is ma-achieve mo muna yung inner peace. And, nandun yung feelings mo na gumawa ka ng mabuti para sa iyong kapwa. So, we have the concept of peace education. Education is more effective and meaningful when it is adopted according to social and cultural context and the need of the country. It should be enriched by cultural, spiritual values together with universal human values. It should also be globally relevant, no? Para mas ma-achieve natin, no? We have to know ano yung culture natin sa ating bansa, ano ba yung pangangailangan ng bansa natin, paano gumalaw, na sa ganun alam natin makisama. No, if we know that, so alam natin paano pakikisama, alam natin kung paano tayo kikilos sa lugar na yun, na pinupuntahan mo, na sa ganun mas ma-maintain natin yung peace. Okay. So, you have to know also the custom and tradition of the community na pupuntahan mo. Sa ganun, wala kang magagawang offensive sa kapwa mo. And also, in accordance talaga sa moral values ng isang tao. Okay. Peace education is an attempt to respond to problem of conflict and violence on scale ranging from global, national, to local, and personal. It is about exploring way of creating more just and sustainable future. Peace education is holistic, embraces physical, emotional, intellectual, and social growth in children within a framework deeply rooted in traditional human values. It is based on philosophy that teach love, compassion, trust, fairness, cooperation, relevance, and human family in all life on our beautiful planet, no? Kakatuwa lang, share ko lang sa inyo para mas maintindihan natin yung sinasabi nating peace, no? So, recently lang, 'di ba? Nagkaroon ng car accident dyan sa SCTEX wherein yung bus ng North Luzon sumalpok sa van and then sa car and then another truck, no? Parang nawala ng brake yung North Luzon, parang ginawa niyang brake yung mga sinusundan niyang mga sasakyan, which is the van, the car, no? So automatically namatay nga yun sa car, yun ang natira yung bata, yung taga Bulacan nga sila, while yung taga Antipolo na nakasakay sa van, lahat ng pamilya niya, imagine na siya lang sila, lahat ng pamilya niya is nawala, siya lang natira. Imagine yourself na kasama mo lang ngayon, tapos pagising mo sa umaga, wala na yung pamilya mo. But, alam mo yung peace na nakita ko, doon sa nawala ng pamilya, no? At peace siya, makikita mo sa kanya kasi there is love, there is compassion. Wherein nasabi niya pa na hindi niya talaga sinisi or hindi siya galit na galit o somehow, di ba, nasasaktan siya. Pero napatawad niya agad yung driver ng North Luzon. Inisip niya that is accident, walang may gustong mangyari yon, no? And also, daman-dama mo sa kanyang kapayapaan sa kalooban, which is very nakakahanga, no? Talaga ma-amaze ka doon sa tao niya kasi kitang-kita mo sa kanya na sumusunod siya sa kalooban ng Panginoon. No, although syempre sinabi niya na dapat managot din yung company, pero ayaw niya rin talaga mawala ng trabaho yung mga empleyado doon sa North Luzon. So just imagine kung gaano ka deep yung pananaw ng tao niya sa level of peace, kung gaano kalalim yung peace doon sa puso niya. Papo, okay, I hope all of us na ganun talagang magpatawad sa kapwa para ma-achieve ang peace. Peace education is building skills, building it, empower children to find creative, non-destructive ways to settle conflict and lead to harmony with themselves, other and their world. Peace building is task of every human being, challenge of the human family, no? Meron din mga bagay na nakakalungkot, no? Kung just imagine, no? Estudyante, mababalitaan mo, sinaksak ang kaklase. Namatay yung kaklase. Bakit sinaksak? Nanghiram lang ng makeup at hindi pinanghiram. So, what happened? Ang tatanungin niya, yes, masakit sa part nung namatay. Ang tatanungin niya, bakit nagkaganon yung batang iyon? Bakit ganun katindi yung naging galit sa kanya? Bakit wala siyang kapayapaan? Kasi kung meron siya, hindi ganun dapat ang magiging reaction niya. Kaya napakahalagang pag-aralan talaga ng peace education sa ating school. Actually, dapat talaga nagsisimula yan sa bahay. And then, nandun syempre yung follow-up namin dito sa school as pangalawang mga magulang ninyo. Okay. Peace education is a remedial measure to protect children from falling into ways of violence in society. Kaya na sinabi ko kanina, it aims the total development of child. It tries to inculcate higher human social values in the mind of the child. In essence, it's attempt to develop set of behavior skills necessary for peaceful living and peace building from which the whole humanity will benefits. Kung paano namin maituturo, kung paano natin malalaman na yung mga bagay na dapat hindi tayo yes, yung success andyan, once masarap achieve, once na hindi tayo nang aapak ng tao para ma-achieve yung success na yan, that is the real success na may kasamang peace sa isip, sa puso, and also sa kaluluwa, spiritually. Okay. Aims and objective of peace education. Peace and education are inseparable. Hindi mapaghiwalay, of course, of civilization. No civilization will truly progress without education, and no education system is truly civilizing unless it's based in the universal principle of peace. However, our educational institutions, ito yung education institutions natin, sinabi ni Ma'am Mabel, the families, school, and community have become increasingly conflicted and violent. Why? Ugatin uli natin, no? Sasabihin uli ni Ma'am Mabel, kasi dito sa Pilipinas, lalo na, ang tindi ng crime sa panahon namin ngayon, sana sa sunod na panahon, hindi na. Kasi, nagsisimula sa sobrang kahirapan. See, nakakagawa ang kapwa natin ng mga krimen because nahirapan sila sa buhay. Gusto nila magkaroon ng bagay na kanilang ikabubuhay, maski sa maling paraan na lang, maski violent. Matira ka sa lugar ng paglabas mo, kapitbahay mo, nagkakaingay na, nakikita mo nagsusuntukan, nagsasaksakan, nagdadaldalan, kasi they're not busy. Kasi walang trabaho. So, what they did is ganun na lang. No? So, of course, with those community, you are not at peace. Okay? So, aims and objective of peace education. Peace education need to be imported as separate subject in timetable. Interdisciplinary subject, of course, no. Lalo na sa panahon na yun, wherein parang kakalimutan na yata ng kabataan ng moral values na yung basta lang makapagsalita, even makatapak ng kapwa. Basta lang na-express ko yung kailangan ko. Even, hindi niya alam, ang tindi pala ng epekto sa kapwa niya. Meron bang peace for that? To create a learners that awareness, knowledge, and sensitivity regarding issues that deal with war and peace, power and justice, gender and race, ecology and environmental conflict, etc. Second, to develop skills in critical thinking, problem solving, conflict resolution, empathy, assertiveness, and sharing cooperation. Then, to instill the learner the attitude of self-respect, self-esteem, respect for others, open-mindedness and vision, environment, concern, commitment to justice, etc. And then to work out strategies which are effective in handling violence and establishing peace within outside the organization. Okay, so with those things, from the very beginning, nagdi-discuss ako ng NSTP sa inyo. I hope, madala-dala natin talaga yung core values na sinasabi ni Ma'am Mabel. Kasi if we have that, automatically, we have peace. Kasama na sa lahat. Within yourself, others, and community. Yung pagiging makatao, makadiyos, makakalikasan, at makabansa. Yes, madaling sabihin, pero somehow ba nagkaroon na ba ng impact with those activities na ginagawa natin? Nagkaroon na ba tayo ng concern sa ating Mother Earth? Nagkaroon na ba tayo ng concern sa ating kapwa? Naging magalang ba tayo? Naging mapagmahal ba tayo sa ating kapwa? We have the compassion ba? Nasa ganun ma-maintain natin yung peace. Okay. So, first, knowledge, sabi dyan. To help students develop knowledge and understanding of World Heritage Sites as a testimony of peace, human rights, and democracy, the importance of racial, non-discrimination, tolerance, and respect for all people and their staff and their culture. So, understanding, yun, World Heritage, tingnan mo, nung araw, yun yung mga narating nila. Ito yung mga symbolism, we have this heritage, ay yun pala yung way of living nila. Pagka naintindihan mo na, let's say, mga taga-Ifugao, they have those way of pagtatanim, the rice terraces, so understand their culture, tradition, their rights. Automatically, maintindihan natin yung kapwa natin. Anyway, and like for example, those itas, their way of livings, kung iintindihin natin yung tradition, customs nila, automatically magkakaunawaan tayo ng away, including yung those people who live in Mindanao, diba? Next natin, attitude. To encourage students to respect other and their culture, motivate them to search for peaceful conflict resolution in their life. Peaceful conflict resolution. I think number 1 dyan is open communication, talk to them in a nice way, yun yung kailangan, ma-encourage siya, ma-inculcate sa inyo na yes, you have the power to speak, the power to tell this and to tell that, for as long, diba, sa human rights, for as long na hindi makakasama sa kapwa natin. Or like for example, we have visitors, Yeah, you have visitors. But then, you don't like those things na nangyari. But then, you can, in a nice way, you can tell them naman na hindi na kailangan mang bastos. I hope, naintindihan natin, Kasi, reflection pa rin natin yun, kung ano man yung gagawin natin sa ating kapwa. But then, at least, no, napakita natin yung rights natin. And the best resolution is they have to understand, no, intindihin yung mga bagay-bagay. But then again, ang pangit ng magiging impression sa atin pagka in a wrong way or in a bad manner natin papakita yun, ang mga bagay na hindi dapat natin ipakita. Right attitude, yung mga reactions natin sa mga bagay-bagay, no, dapat in a nice way lagi. Especially na soon magiging empleyado tayo, no, na hinahanda kayo how to become more professional. Okay? So, which is ito ginagawa natin to help students develop their ability, work together as group, teamwork, resolve conflict peacefully among themselves, and help others learn about peaceful conflict, participate democratically in a political and civil life. Actually, ito ginagawa din natin. Very first thing na ginawa ko sa inyo is group ko kayo together, di ba? Now, wherein you have the power to choose kung sino ba yung magiging group mates ninyo and to choose a leaders, no? And then with that, syempre, nagkaroon kayo ng resolution enable for you to achieve yung mga projects or mga activities na pinapagawa ni Ma'am Mabel. Kailangan equal distribution. Kailangan may teamwork, equal distribution of labor or task, di ba? Kasi once na nagkaroon na unfair distribution, automatically mag-aaway-away kayo at hindi nyo ma-achieve yung goal nyo na, which is makapag-submit ng mas maayos na project as a group. Okay, next natin is to achieve peace. Okay, so to conduct community and social development project, to offer international web-based education for peace, no, peace not war, no, to establish comprehensive and online library to conduct research on the principle of education for peace and finding available globally to develop curricula of education for peace, to train educator and education for peace specialists to use their knowledge and expertise and pursue a peace through peace education, and to offer expert consulting service. No? Yan ang mga ways enable for us to achieve peace. No? Actually, understanding is number one. No? Understanding, love, and compassion. So, ma-achieve natin lahat ang peace with those three words, no? So, aim and objective to peace education at different level of education. So, first, no, it's instill a desire for peace and to detest war and violence. And to detest war and violence. So, understand the meaning of coexistence, reduce differences between people of various these styles from Indians and other countries, accept other religion, introduction to holy book, and prayer are important part of peace education. Values of compassion, equality, and transmitted through role play, skits, yoga, meditation are useful technique. Learn to acquire inner peace and learn to adapt with nature. So, still way enable for us to achieve peace, no? So, we have to pray, meditate, internalize, accept and understand the coexistence, no? Na lahat tayo may differences. So, dito, at primary level, no, could focus on the values for level ng different level of peace sa academe. So, at primary level, could focus on the values foundation for personality formation, development of social skills necessary to live together in harmony, then enable students to understand the values foundation of peace and the need to promote skills for peaceful resolution of conflict. So, di ba no elementary level tayo, tinuturuan tayo how to make friends to others, no? Kaya lang parang nakulangan pa, no? Wherein talaga ang education system natin is focused on academics, wherein ang nakakatuwang bansa is talagang somehow pasensya na, parang na-idolize ko is the bansa ng Hapon, the Japan, no? wherein talaga during this primary level days nila talaga focus sila sa kung paano madedevelop na maging madisiplina, and then madisiplina para sumunod sa mga rules and regulation yung mga bata, madisiplina kung maging respectful sila sa mga matatanda, maging approachable sila, 'di ba? Kaya lang dito sa atin academic, so andyan na elementary pa lang, maski mga nanay natin, no, primary level pa nag-aaway-away na regarding sa honor, kung sino yung mauuna, kung sino yung magiging top, no, andyan na agad yung competition for that. See that? I hope, no, kahit pa paano magising na tayo, kahit paano maintindihan na natin yung mga ginawa natin, no, na sa palagay ko naman alam natin na kakulangan, no. Okay, next is for the secondary level. Could be enabled to view the culture of peace from perspective of Indian history. So, we're focus about history na lang and culture. Education of peace could focus on citizenship, education, a brief introduction to basic features and culture of constitution, the various challenges to national unity, and the main emphasis here must be on promoting an attitude of respect and diversity for differences. Students also need to made awareness of various obstacles to unity or pagkakaisa, ano, during our secondary education level, no, wherein andyan na how we're going to communicate with others, ayun mga experiences natin na sana, no, mas dinevelop during the time nasa school tayo, mas na-develop yun, kasi ito na yung time na sometimes, no, yun, andiyan na rin yung mga first love natin, how we're going to communicate with them, na nami-maintain yung peace, nababalance yung kabuhayan natin, yung pag-aaral natin, di ba, mga first love, dyan natin na-experience yan during our secondary education level, no, pero nandun pa rin yung balance, na nakapag-aral tayo, nakapag-socialize tayo, nagagawa natin yun sa community natin ng balanse. Sana yung nagawa natin. But then, sa school, sa part naman ng school, eto yung mga dapat ginagawa namin, no, natututunan nyo dun sa school, secondary level na napapasukan natin, no. I hope mas na-develop tayo ng secondary level natin, sa ganon mas ma-achieve natin yun, madali natin ma-achieve yung peace, no. At higher secondary level, so understanding the logic modes of expression, violence, skills of understanding of issues, and developing global perspective. Okay, kung titingnan natin, habang tumataas ang level, dapat mas nagmamature tayo on how we're going to maintain the peace, no, within ourselves, within others, and within the nature. Kung paano mas dapat tumataas yung level of understanding natin, pagkakaunawa natin sa word peace, no. Talaga magsisimula yan sa ating sarili. Okay, next natin is peace, scope of peace, individual of self-development level, community or school or community level, national level, and global level. Sabi ko nga lahat yan may domino effect once na na-achieve na natin ito. Okay? For the building an effective integrated personality in a child with positive esteem, no? An individual has to achieve many skills like those related to affirmation, positive thinking, empathy, listening, communication, assertive behavior, decision making, and critical thinking, no. So pinamahalaga dito during the time na bata ka or and even now, no, yun kahit pa paano mapupuri ka, affirmation, that's good job, that's great. If you know how to do that at ikaw mismo na experience mo yan, kahit pa paano tataas ang self-esteem mo, no? Develop yung sarili mo, wherein doon mapapayapa, ay, tama pala yung ginawa ko. Okay? Next natin, for school community level, to have peaceful climate, peace culture, peace has to cut rather than be taught. So, syempre, sabi nga, walk the talk. Yan kay teacher pa lang, So, pag pinapagsabihan kayo, kasi gusto lang rin ma-maintain yung peace. Kasi gusto lang rin na may orderliness. No? Hindi yung laging sometimes kasi masyado ng yung mga attitude ng mga estudyante. So we have to impose this na sa ganun, ito yung order, so we can maintain the peace, no? Anyway, we set rules and regulation naman na dapat nating sundin. Initiating peaceful culture in school should start from within the staff, developing friendly and mutual respect, teacher-pupil relationship, teacher-centered classroom approach to child-centered learning, interesting teaching and learning method is in a friendly and lively atmosphere. Okay, for the national level, to focus citizenship education, it's integral part of this education, learning, understanding the current social, political, economic problem and issues is important. And students as future citizens need to develop healthy, realistic perspective to view problem in the society. Like what I said, kabataan, pag-asa ng bayan. So, I hope lahat ng natutunan natin sa school, sa pamilya, sa bahay, sa pamilya, sa school, lahat ng mabubuting asal, no, magawa natin na sa ganon magkaroon tayo ng peace. And we should know what to do kasi meron tayong mga rules and regulation na dapat sundin that will maintain the peace and orderliness of our country. Okay, the ultimate purpose of education is to produce a world citizen for global level. Children have to develop a sensible worldview. The education can select current issues, generate discussion, debate on world issues to raise the global awareness in the student. Some such are issues as commodity, diversity, human cultures, population, destruction of ecosystem or pollution, gender issues, racism, world poverty, problem, wars, terrorism, trading relationship, culture, animals' right, animals threatened by extinction. Okay, these common issues, no? Common issues lang rin naman, no? Or current issues, dapat dine-develop namin sa inyo on how are we going to resolve this problem na nangyayari sa ating mundo. Na sana, dahil sa mga pagkukulang namin, kami kasi yun sa ngayon, di ba, na inaasahan. Sana sa susunod na generation, because naituro na namin din sa inyo, mas maging maayos. Na ngayon naman din inaayos na. Okay, with that na, that's the end of our discussion for today. So, I hope, no, kahit paano may natutunan tayo, I hope sa pagtatapos ng NSTP, mas na-develop yung pagiging makadiyos, makatao, makakalikasan at makakabansa sa atin bilang estudyante ng NSTP. With that, thank you very much and God bless you. Amen.